Morning traders, it's Peter Thompson, Senior Mentor of 1 Billion Signals, sponsored by Merit Forex. It's in the middle of the week still, and such a week we are having absolutely crazy. USD is pushing big time to the upside. We're gonna talk about it in a minute. Very interesting week, and I hope you trade smart. So on Monday we got existing home sales red for United States, and followed by new home sales in Tuesday, again red for US. Wednesday, three important events: 9:30 GMT. Composite manufacturing and services PMI. This is for the Great British Pound core. Durable good orders 12:30 GMT. Federal Reserve Powell is going to testify again 2 p.m. and crude oil inventories 2:30 p.m. Interest rate decision. We start on Thursday 8:30 in the morning. Governor Bali is going to give a speech at 9:30. Gross domestic product not very volatile event these days. 12:30 for US and initial jobless claims, important event for the US labor market. 12:30. So Friday, one major event, 7 a.m. GMT for UK, and that's it. So I've read an article this morning that the hedge funds actually capitulated their USD shorts due to 10-year USD bonds interest rate rise. Very important, because this is what you're seeing right now on the market. The big guys are stepping back away from the US dollar shorts, and that's why we see the majors going down. To honestly speaking, I still don't believe USD is having a very long-term potential to go up, as Federal Reserve already done their job. But let's take a look. Now, a little bit more about the chart. Your US dollar is reached actually exactly the support level. I'm going to put new level here. 1.1834. So the price is staying exactly on this level. There is a potential to bounce back to the upside. Wait for it. Be careful, of course. Trade conservatively, but this is definitely a good point, good level to watch. USD GBP dollar, I'm sorry, broken the support level. This was a good bounce back. 1.3814. Decides to break out and broken heavily. They support 120 pips in order to reach our next support 1.37 and round number. As you can see, it's not the most clear level, so be careful by taking buy trades on the Great British Pound. Here we have major events about the Great British Pound. So even today in 9:30 GMT, I just let me remind you, composite manufacturing and services PMI. So Great British Pound, we can see definitely a huge return. Oh, by the way, since last night, I think United Kingdom is locking down fully the country for people who would like to travel, and I think even which was a little bit funny, they're going to consider whoever want to travel outside of UK, going to consider him as a criminal, which in my opinion is a little bit too much. Australian US, a very important point. This is the reason why you shouldn't trade in the no man's land, in the middle of the boundaries. We talked about it here. 0.7822, 0.7655. We was here when the week started, exactly between these two boundaries. So better you should haven't opened any trades on the Australian USD. So right now the Australian is heading to support level. This is interesting chart, because we saw very clear test out of this resistance 0.7822 3 times tested with false breakout on the top. Some people are gonna tell me this is head and shoulders pattern, and it is, but you know me very well, I don't use these price action patterns. So putting new level 0.7563, where the price could be supported, and waiting. Right now we are on the same position like on Monday. No man's land, almost in the middle of these boundaries, so I'm not gonna touch the AUDUSD for now. New Zealand US tanking to the downside even more than Australian. This was expected. Absolutely the same situation at the beginning of the week. In the middle of the boundary, 0.7239, 0.71, broken heavily to 153 pips. Yes, 153 pips. This is definitely for a day huge drop and huge breakout. There is a lot of room to see New Zealand going down. 0.68 is next support, so not good idea definitely to take a short on this stage, because as you can see it's exactly the same situation like the beginning of the week. We are in the middle of the boundary, so we should wait for better entry, but New Zealand US could be very good short trade. USD Canadian, pretty similar like before. Exactly the same situation like Australian and New Zealand. Downtrend clear one, false breakout, continuation to the upside. Here we was in the middle of the boundaries. Right now the price is heading to test the resistance 1.2623, and I'm waiting to see around these levels how the price is gonna react, and I'm gonna take an action. And my lovely crude oil, we talked about it so many times. We mentioned that we do expect correction to the downside, and it's gonna be big. I think $10 per barrel is big correction for just less than 2 weeks, and I think there is a lot of room to fall even further down. Now, bear in mind that US dollar, this is US dollar's shop. So here, when the crude oil was going up, the demand, was very low for crude. And considering that this growth was based on the US dollar weakness. Right now the US dollar is getting stronger, and on top of that, combined with the low demand and with the UK event last night, definitely this can push the crude even further down. Slight correction to the upside, something like this, and one more push to the downside is pretty possible of the crude. So if you're going to buy, just reconsider your your option. USD Swiss, pushing to the upside, try to push down after it broken the support level 0.9296. Still believe, by the way, this is going to reach 0.9010, 0.90 round number. Until then it's going to take some time, but as you can see, the recent price action is definitely not pretty clear, and on top of that, I don't see any strong price action to the upside. Yes, we got a upward movement, big push to the upside, 100 pips, but compared to the other currency pairs, USD Swiss, this push of the US dollar on this currency pair is, I think, the lowest one, the weakest one. So exactly because of this, I believe we can see USD Swiss going down. And USD Japanese. This is even more interesting because, as you can see here, the US dollar has no reaction whatsoever. Very interesting, and this is because of the strength of the Japanese yen. So when the Japanese yen is getting stronger, here we see USD Japan going down. Now, if the Japanese is getting more stronger than the US dollar, this is simply the reaction. 30 pips. When in the other major currency pairs, the US dollar is going up with like 100, 120, 140, 170 pips. On this one, we see just 40 pips. It's even drop. So USD Japan, in the end of the day, could be one of the most potential currency pairs. So keep an eye on that, because it could be very interesting. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, share us and like us on the social medias. This is how you support our channel. Thumbs up if you wanna. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Have a very profitable week and good luck. Bye bye.